All right. Well, hey, girl. Well, actually, hey, sis, too. Listen, I just wanted to jump on here today to share the good news. As you probably can see, that there's been a name change, and I really wanted everybody to be a part of that and to recognize the reason why I even changed the name. And one of the main reasons is because, when we talk about ladies and we talk about the things that we go through in life, a lot of times we're dealing with the different changes that take place. I was looking down at my phone because I wanted to make sure that I put my phone on silent so that I could just talk to y'all. Because, girl, it's been a minute, right? I love having conversations with all of you and recognizing that this journey that we're on, it's not just about me, it's about us as a community. And because, Vera TV is just kind of like, so I would say, not really giving a real good descriptive about what this channel is about, I figured I would just go ahead and just change things out. And so that we can have a clear description of what this, is all about. Nothing has changed, just the name. Because for all of us, we're going through the different changes, and I wanted to give this platform the, I would say, level that it truly deserves, because we're evolving together, and not just on the platform of my other social media outlets that I talk about things in a kind of like a small way. But here I want to evolve. That's why it says, let us evolve together, because we are at this stage where I want to talk about everything that entails being a woman, going through the changes, our healing journey, growing together, all of those things that make us who we are. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to share not just the good news of the new name for this channel is Girl, Let's Talk Life, because life is always evolving. And a lot of times there are women who don't feel as though they have a safe space to even communicate with their friends, right? Or even want to share, because sometimes people say, I don't want everybody knowing my business. I want to just have it where I only want to tell my best friend. And I do have a best friend, but I want to share a lot of this good information with some of my friends. And if you can kind of look at my face, right? And I know y'all can say probably to yourselves, girl, what's going on with you today? Well, I'm getting ready to tell y'all some real good life stuff. First of all, I've been home this whole week battling COVID. Yes. I've had a bout with the COVID, honey. COVID tried to like really just take me out. All right. But, I'm kind of joking about it, but I didn't even know I wasn't feeling well until Wednesday. And I decided, I say, hey, I'm in the house now. Why not go live and start just talking with my good girlfriends and a lot of my sisters out there who, we all need some encouragement. And I don't want to stop this major move that's happening, because as I expand in my vision, I want to expand with all of you out there on my YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. And make sure that you hit that notification button so that when I do go live, you'll be able to be like, let me jump on to see what Vera got to talk about today. And that leads me into the next topic of discussion, because it's all about we're better together, building together, right? If you do anything as far as in the chats, I'm just getting used to the new platform. So if you put anything in the chat, or the comment section, I'll more than likely go back and see it later, because right now I'm still learning how to work this new gadget. I'm trying to get a little bit more high tech right now. Okay. Let me come out. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and see what happens. Yeah. I see the banners. I don't see any comments. And I want to know that if you are here and you're listening live, go ahead and put something in the comment section. I want to see if that part is also working. All right. Well, let me get back to what I was talking about. This is what I want to talk about. We're better together. And some women don't like the fact that being a part of a group, because some may feel like, hey, when I was a young girl, I had friends and they did me wrong. They broke my trust, and I don't want to share with anybody anyway. So I don't want to be involved. But I think it's good to have community, because community, you can get other opportunities to share your experiences and for someone to pour into you, because none of us know everything. And I'm finding out that a lot of women have that problem. I see you. All right. Thank you for letting me know. I see you, girl. Good job. So a lot of times women have a whole big issue with sharing their platform and their world with others, because they feel like it's a safe space. I don't want anyone to come in and to, just kind of disturb my peace. But what I will say is, I really believe that it's a season and a time for everything. And as we progress in our midlife changes, what better opportunity would it be than to have somebody come alongside you on this journey and say, yeah, I can identify with that. Mm, girl, I was going through the same thing, but I didn't have a way of, a different perspective to deal with it. And that's where I come in at. We're gonna have some real good girl. Listen, let's talk. We want to talk about the things that really, not always bother us, but we'll talk a little bit about health, growing. I'm talking about health mentally, I'm talking about spiritually. I'm talking about growing, just evolving into that beautiful woman that you want to become, because we always evolving. We never staying the same. Just like, if you want to do something with your hair, you want to change your physique, you want to lose weight, you want to do anything. This is the season to do that, because you can. You have lived your life and you paid your dues to walk in the journey that you're on. Therefore, I wanted to let you know that I do have, I call it my community, right? We're all evolving together. I have a community of women that we do talk about life challenges and good things too. We discuss everything from, like I always talk about, starting over, because we always starting over. Every day we get up, that's an opportunity to do something different for your life. Like, for example, I realized that I was still in survival mode. Yeah. Even at this age, at 60 years old, I had to recognize that survival mode, that was just, at a time when we had to survive, right? It kept us alive, meaning that it was our saving grace, because who was coming to save us from having to get a job and make decisions, and always being that person that people came to you when there was an issue, and oh, Vera can fix it, or whatever your name is, you can fix it. But as we have gotten on this side of the journey, aren't you tired of being in survival mode? Because I know surely I was tired of being in survival mode, going to bed at night worrying about how things were going to turn out, or already analyzing in my head something negative was going to happen, not knowing that things turned out fine. Who knew? But I was so caught up in that survival mode. And I believe it had everything to do with the way that I was raised. And I'm quite sure with you, you're probably thinking, yeah, I was raised a certain way, so I always follow this particular regimen. But how many of you know that even in that, it's time to change? Because it's too exhausting to carry on the same thing that you've been holding on to for a long time. Because one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it real. That's why part of this, the new naming of the rebranding of this page is about real talk, talking about things that really affect us at this age, like dealing with menopause. Hey, a lot of us are going through it. If you're not going through it, you've already been through it. Whatever the case, we all can relate. And that's why I'm here today to say, listen, girl, on this page, you can let your hair down. You can relax, get you some popcorn, get you something to drink. And we can always come back to the place of just talking about things that we have in common. And also the fact that community, as I said before, because see, I'm just getting a little discussion going because I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that things have not changed on the page. The only thing that has changed is we are evolving, we are growing bigger and better. I mean, even down to just my observation of how I do things, and I'm quite sure y'all think about the same thing. So once again, if I can, leave you with just a little nugget, is that survival mode was just to keep you alive at that moment when you had to be in that position of taking care of yourself and being independent. But now it's time for a new lifestyle. And you get to choose which way you're going to live that lifestyle. That's what this is all about. This is all about your vision, your view, and it's your life. But we're going to partner together so that we can figure this thing out. Okay? I just wanted to put that little bug in your ear. Same page. We just have expanded. So if you have any friends, right, any good girlfriends, you have family members that need a platform, need a community that you can grow with and have some dialogue and even come together, do some community things. This is your girl, all right? Because I love to talk about all things and mainly what's going on this journey. And then I want to leave you with one more thing before I shut this all the way down, is that along this new path that we're on, it's very difficult to unlearn some things. I have to be honest with you. Some of us want to move forward and want to do some new things, but some are walking in fear of what would happen if I make that decision because I'm so used to being in this particular, area of my life. And I don't know what it is to do anything other than what I'm doing. Like some people fear leaving their job because they don't know what's on the other side. Some people fear uh, speaking their truth to someone because they don't want the backlash. Or what about the fact that you have a desire to relocate because you have been in that same place and that has been the family staple of the area in which you live? You never ever dare to even dream because it scares you. It's all tied to what I love to share and what I love to teach. It's all about that thing called, with the letter T, trauma. There are things that could have been conditioning you as a kid. Something may have been a negative connotation, and you feel like, I want to do this, but I'm kind of hesitant because I don't know if I'm going to land on my feet. I want to say this to you. On this page, it's going to be an opportunity for you to unlearn some things through our conversations, having dialogue, and some feedback from you. You tell me what you think sometimes about, hey, I want to do this thing and I'm not sure how to go about it. You can always hit me up. I have my email on my page. I'm getting used to these new platforms and these apps because, like I said, it's time to grow up. It's time to do something big. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it afraid. I'm doing it being unpolished, but yet I'm doing it. And I want to encourage you on this journey. You see, I think she's still there, but like my best friend, she has been on me about really getting myself together, right? As it relates to my weight and her weight. We're like racing each other. But right now, she is killing it. Where I have been tagging along. First, I took off like a rocket, and then things happened. And I slowed down. Then it seemed like I came to a park, and then it was like a crawl, and then I went flatline on her. But as she probably could see from me kind of like struggling to get through this, because I know you could tell that I'm kind of nasal right now. But nevertheless, I'm going to get back on that journey. Because once again, even if you try something new and you fail, you fall flat on your face, honey, girl, as long as you're alive, you can get back up and try it again. Amen to that. So I wanted to let you know, listen, girl, let's talk life. Things are gonna happen. Things may not turn out the way you want it to, but as long as you're living, you still got an opportunity to get up and do it again. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I see you, Teresa. Yes. And Teresa, make sure you listen. I'm shouting you out. The world's going to know your name, girl. My bestie. One day, I'm going to challenge her to get on here and do a live with me. That's something that she's never done. And she probably would be a little bit frightened, but I'm about that doing it afraid. I really am. I want to embrace our lives at this age. Let's do whatever it takes, whatever it needs. And we all need an accountability partner, someone that can push you to the next level. And I want to slow down and I want to say this because it just I had a download and I had to realize that I'm not on the time clock. A lot of times I've done social media platforms such as the other areas of Facebook and things like that. And I've always looked at, there has been like a time frame, but I forgot this is my platform and I could take as much time as I want. And I'm going to slow down and I'm going to say this. That is another thing that some of us are afraid of, having an accountability partner. And what that does, it shows your vulnerable side and it shows your weakness. Now, I would say, in love with doing social media, whereas my bestie, this is not her thing, but she is tearing it up, getting her weight down. Okay, she's doing her thing with her exercise, but I'm gonna catch up. But look, next week I'm gonna get back in the saddle. I promise you I will. I promise you I will. It's just been, look, this is the proof. I could even show you my doctor's note that I but anyway, I just wanted to say that it's time for us to evolve. You saw the title. Let's evolve together. Don't be afraid of change, because whether you like it or not, change is inevitable. And if I could leave you with anything, I think that would be the last words that I would say. Listen, welcome, girls. Listen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Girl, Let's Talk Life with Vera. Just be encouraged and stay tuned for another episode of my shenanigans. When that will be, probably tomorrow, because we'll be snowed in here in good old Delaware, just to let you know. So y'all enjoy y'all day. Hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification. All right, I'm out.